Hey guys, I'm back again with another video. I'm really trying to get a lot more content out for you guys, so make sure you subscribe. I'm going to be doing a lot of hypebeast type videos, and also later this week I have some like exploring videos. We're going to explore some abandoned places and stuff like that, and also some daily vlogging. So definitely make sure you subscribe. So I'm going to try to at least do an upload once a week, or even 2 a week, so definitely make sure you're following all that. Make sure you follow my Instagram at DJ Gringito. I do post almost daily there, so definitely check that out. Before we get into the topic of this video, I want to just show you some of the things I picked up this week, mostly last weekend, and I hope you guys like them. The first thing I picked up, I actually got at Boston Got Soul last weekend, which if you're not familiar with that is, basically what it is a sneaker con type event, but in Boston. Basically vendors set things up and sell their shoes and Supreme and stuff like that. So I wasn't actually planning on buying anything, but I managed to get this Nasty Nas photo tee, if you're not familiar with it. It dropped last season and it's a very popular sought after tee. I got it for a steal, which is why I picked it up. I wasn't planning on getting it, but I did get it for such a good price. I thought it was just worth getting. I am selling this item on my Instagram, so if you do want this tee, it's an awesome tee. It has the Nas signature at the bottom, and it's just a really cool sought after piece you can add to your collection. If you're interested in it, DM me on Instagram at DJ Gringito. I'm gonna sell this for a really good price. So definitely make sure if you're interested in this, you just DM me. The second thing I got is actually I'm wearing right now. It's this Bape hat. I do really like this hat. I just think it's awesome. It was a little bit overpriced, but that's kind of the deal with Bape accessories. So I just wanted kind of a cool hat that had a little bit more hype behind it as opposed to just like a regular snapback. The next item I got is actually a pair of shoes. I was actually exchanging those slides from the last video because they're too big, and I actually picked up a pair of these. Let's see if it'll focus on it. I picked up a pair of these NMDs in the all white colorway. So it has the all white with the light brown sole. Super comfortable. Super awesome, just a great shoe. I really wanted something all white just to kind of match you know, summer outfits and stuff. Like this would go great with this outfit, even though it's clashing brands. I know I'm gonna get a lot of crap from that, but I do really love white, so I did want to pick these up. Just something I thought I'd show you guys that I got. Now to get into the topic of the video, what I want to talk about is which is the most hyped brand of the season. 3 contenders we're going to be doing is going to be Supreme, Bape, and Palace. What I'm going to judge it off of is basically the items they put out this season, the hype behind the items, as well as some pricing and stuff like that. So to start off, let's just talk about Supreme. This has been honestly a garbage season for Supreme. This beginning of the season did start out decently. Like I was getting kind of excited. I was getting stuff every week. And then after, I think it was after the North Face, the first North Face collab, it just went garbage. And I'm not just talking like, you know, there was like crazy hype behind it. I'm talking it was not good pieces. We started with the Nan Goldin collab. That was straight garbage. I get it's a cool artist, but they didn't put in any effort. And I've noticed this with a lot of their collabs recently. They just like take tees or they take sweatshirts or whatever and they just print an image right on it, almost like as if you like did one of those printer images at home and stuck it on a t-shirt. Like there's really no effort. And even with the Lacoste collab, it was kind of the same thing. It was just very generic, basic clothing, and they just put the little Supreme under the Lacoste logo, or the Lacoste logo. But that's kind of how all their collabs have been this season. They've just been really basic. Even the lookbook pieces this year have kind of just been almost looking like clothes you could buy at Walmart or Macy's or just like some generic store, but they just overprice it and just throw like a tiny little bit of logo on it, like not even noticeable, just like a tiny little thing on the chest or down there. So I really just do not think it's worth it. Honestly, I'm gonna say that this was the worst brand of the season. There was nothing good to say about the season. The one good thing is there is the summer tees, which are gonna come out this week hopefully, which will be pretty good. I really like the octopus tee, so that'll be something to go for. But even those, you know, they're okay. They're nothing like crazy. So that doesn't really save the season or anything. It's just, you know, a little taste of what's hopefully a good season next year. So the second company I want to talk about is Bape. I do like their clothes. I really like their designs, but I do think there isn't that much hype behind it anymore. And like I definitely, obviously I do like Bape because that's why I'm wearing it and there's a Bape shirt behind me. But in general, their stuff doesn't really tend to sell out that quickly and it is really overpriced. So usually like for a Supreme tee retail, it'll be like $48. The more expensive one will be like $80. But with Bape, especially in my area, like if you order to New England and you're online, all their tees are 100 plus. So basically you can either spend like 100, 120 on a tee, and then their shipping is outrageous. It's $18 for one t-shirt, which is just crazy. And what's weird is they actually charge $18 for the like overnight shipping and then like $40 for the 2-day shipping. So it really makes no sense. So their shipping is definitely bad. And I do feel like their designs are just really repetitive. Like I do love like all their designs. I love like the monkey logo. I love like the big branding, but it is really repetitive. Basically they just do like a different colorway almost every season or every week pretty much. There's just nothing super exciting. And again with the pricing, even their accessories, even though they don't sell out, like this hat was just like way overpriced. I do like to have a couple pieces in my collection. It's not something I would go for all the time just because there isn't that much hype, because anybody can pretty much go on the website and get it. You're basically just paying high prices for the brand. So that's why I'm going to put them on the second best of the season. Definitely not number one, but it is better than Supreme. I feel like anything would be better than Supreme at this point, just because it was such a garbage season. I'm not saying overall brand-wise, I'm just talking about this season, so spring, summer. Definitely Bape is a little bit ahead of Supreme. And lastly, a brand I really like and I think really killed it this season, but does have some drawbacks, is Palace. And Palace, not only do they put out great stuff every week, they know what people want. Unlike Supreme, which just tries to be like, this season they just tried to be all over the place, completely different. Palace actually, you know, put out stuff that they know people would want, whether it be with the Tri-Ferg logo or with like an anime type design. Like they just put out quality content every week. There was probably only 1 week like the whole season where I didn't want to get anything. But the one downside of Palace is definitely that there is a lot of issues with their website, because it is a Shopify website. So unlike Supreme, where it's basically first come first serve, as long as you're quick, you can even cop stuff manually. But with Palace, basically they're one hyped item, whether it be like a shirt or a sweatshirt. They're most hyped items of their week. You basically have no chance of getting them unless you use a bot, because what happens is, even if you're super quick manually, all the bots sweep it up and you get put in this waiting queue and you get cart jacked. So for me, every time I've gone for something, like last week I went for that Tri-Ferg Reverso shirt, even though I went straight for it and it was probably within 5 seconds I had added to my cart, I got put in like a 10-minute waiting line in the queue to check out. And once you're in there more than like 30 seconds, you basically get cart jacked for all your items. So that is one drawback for Palace. But clothing wise, they just put out heat this summer, and I picked up so many Palace shirts this season, and I just thought it was a really good brand. And if you're one of those people that are like, I'm only gonna get Supreme and Bape or just Supreme, check out Palace. Their quality and their material is so much better. If you were to feel like this Bape shirt or even like a Supreme tee, they're just so much softer. They don't shrink. They're just a really good material, and they're definitely more affordable. They're still not like super affordable, but compared to like a Bape tee, which is like $120, like a Palace tee, usually they're all the same price. They're usually $48, and then you have $12 shipping. So it always comes out to be $60 or less for their tees. It's like a decent price. Go for Palace. It's really hard to get it, but if you can get it, at least the good thing is, even though like the most hyped items might be impossible to get, there's always like a second most hyped item which you can get, which I think most of their t-shirts are good. So usually there'll be like a Tri-Ferg type item which will be impossible to get unless you have a bot, and then there'll be a little bit less hyped item like the split tee or the builder tee, which I got, or the one that just said Palace across the front. There'll always be like a second tee which you can definitely cop. Basically it will sell out, but it won't sell out for a couple minutes, so you can just grab that tee and you'll be all good. Alright guys, thanks for watching. Comment below what you think the best brand of the season was and what your favorite item of the season was. And also please follow my Instagram. Again, if you want that shirt that I just showed you, DM me on Instagram at DJ Gringito. I'll also put a link below in the description for all my different social media, so definitely check that out. And like I said, I'm going to be trying to do a lot more videos, so please subscribe, and I'll see you again in a few days. Alright, peace.